Voices. Storytime with Uncle Maj.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Voices, Storytime with Uncle Maj. Today we'll be reading the story, Alf, Mission to Mars. One morning when Willie woke up, he felt very hungry. Bacon, eggs, toast, and cereal. That will hit the spot, he said to himself as he walked downstairs to the kitchen. He opened the refrigerator door, and the refrigerator was empty. Alf! Yelled Willie. Willie found Alf in the living room. He also found what was left of his breakfast. This is it, Alf. This is it, Willie roared. From now on, you are going to obey rules if you want to live under my roof. I don't want to be hard on you, but you leave me no choice. Kate, Lynn, and Brian felt a little sorry for Alf, but they were hungry too. They all agreed with Willie. Alf had to be taught a lesson. Alf, said Willie, while we're out, I want you to clean the whole house. Soon, everyone was dressed and ready to leave. Everyone, of course, except Alf. You can't do this to me, Willie, Alf pleaded. I've got my rights. What you've got is a sink full of dirty dishes and a house to clean, answered Willie. All to be done by the time we get home. And with that, the tanner went out the door. It's not fair, grumbled Alf. I don't have to live here. I can live on my own. I'll get a job. Alf opened the help wanted section of the newspaper. There are lots of jobs I can do. Anything is better than housework. Suddenly, Alf spotted a job that was just right for him. He read out loud. Wanted. One space alien type for new movie. Mission to Mars. Try out today. Bring your own costume. Mecha Studios. Alf wasted no time. He quickly wrote a note to the Tanners. Then he ran out the door. Look out, Hollywood! Here I come! A little while later, Kate arrived home. Alf, I'm back, she called. Please come down and help me put the groceries away. She waited for a reply. Alf, she called again, but there was no answer. Alf, groceries, Kate said to herself. Wow, he really must be angry about cleaning the house. Alf, you left the television on, as usual, Kate called. She was about to turn it off when she noticed a large spaceship on the screen. Kate turned up the sound. The spaceship will lift off at noon today, said the newscaster. It will carry a live animal to Mars and then beyond into deep space. Kate sighed. Poor thing, she said. The thought of some little creature being rocketed out into space gave her goosebumps. As Kate turned away from the TV, she saw Alf's note on the table. Dear family of mine, she read. So long. Look for me into Mission to Mars. Should be a blast. Don't wait up. Alf. Oh no! Gasped Kate. There was no time to waste. Kate knew what that note meant. She had seen it on TV. Alf was the little poor creature aboard that spaceship. He was going on the mission to Mars, then beyond, and beyond. All because they had been mean to him. Within minutes, she picked up Willie at his office, and Brian and Lynn at school. They had to stop that spaceship. Meanwhile, Alf arrived at Mecha Studio. There was a long line of actors waiting to try out for the part. These guys don't have a chance, thought Alf. Not one of them looked like an alien. Alf had to wait a long time for his turn to try out. At last, he was called. He stepped into a circle of light. He cleared his throat. He turned this way and that. Yes! Yes! Perfect! Shouted a man who was watching. He jumped to his feet. You're the one. You've got the part. Talent always shows, said Alf. Alf was taken to a dressing room. Someone started to paint him green. Stop! Yelled Alf. What are you doing? That color doesn't even go with my eyes. Your costume's great, but it's the wrong color, said the director. Everyone knows that aliens are green. I look like an alien without the paint, groaned Alf. Now I look like a frog! Someone put plastic antennas on Alf's head. What are these for? He asked. Everyone knows that aliens always have antennas, said the director. Bugs do, said Alf. And that's just what I look like. Relax. Once we get a new costume on you, you'll be perfect, said the director. A new costume, said Alf. But I'm perfect already. Alf squeezed into the costume. Yo! He said. This is too tight. The director put a helmet over Alf's head. I can't breathe, said Alf. Can't you hear me, Alfred boy? Said the director. I said I can't breathe, repeated Alf. And I can't even move. Alf ripped off the costume. He had enough. I've got a headache, he said. And I quit! He raced out the studio and headed for home. Look out! Housework, Alf said. Here I come! Miles away, the Tanners were at the launch pad of the Mars spaceship. Oh no! Please! Please stop the countdown! Willie begged the guard. Alfred's on board. Tell him I'm sorry. We don't want him to leave us. He makes me angry sometimes, but he's still a member of our family. Forget it, pal, said the guard. Nothing stops that spaceship. I'm here to see to that. What goes? He added under his breath. Just then, the spaceship roared up into the sky. Too late, said Willie sadly. He's gone. And it's all my fault. It's not fair. Mom, said Brian. We love Alf. If only I had another chance, said Willie. Things would be different. I wouldn't be so hard on him. The Tanners sadly climbed back into their car and headed for home. When the Tanners walked into the house, a familiar sight greeted them. Alf? Willie said happily. You're here! Yo! Willie! Cried Alf. Sorry about the mess, but I got a little behind with the cleaning. In fact, I worked up a big appetite. I ate all the grocery Kate brought home. Is that a problem? No problem, said all the Tanners together. The Tanners rushed across the room and hugged Alf. Help! Yelled Alf. 4 against 1? No fair! We're not trying to hurt you, Alf. We're just so glad to see you, said Brian. We thought you had gone to Mars, said Kate. We felt terrible. Please don't ever leave again, said Lynn. Alf wasn't sure what was happening, but he didn't care. Okay, everybody, I forgive you this time, said Alf. But next time, I'm really going gone past history. Look out! Milky Way, here I come! The Tanners looked at each other and grinned. They weren't sure what Alf had been up to, but they were happy to have another chance. Alf was back.